Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to Doing Business in Bentonville. My name is Andy Wilson, and I am so glad that you're joining us today. I have got such a great guest and a friend, and let me just welcome Lane Carruth to Doing Business in Bentonville. Welcome, Lane.
Thank you, Andy. I'm so excited to be here, and I always enjoy having a good chat with you.
I know. I've been looking forward to this for some time. Now, what we're going to do today is that we're going to get in some great detail. I get these emails and texts from people that say, Andy, how do I get my product into Walmart? That's, and I went, well, it's not easy. It's complicated. And now when people send me a text or email, Andy, how do I get my product into Walmart? I call Lane, okay, or SellCord. And you work for a great company.
I do. I'm very lucky.
And your company is called SellCord.
Yes.
And it is just a phenomenal company. It's led by a great friend of mine. His name is Michael, and he's not here today. And Michael, I'm going to tell you, man, I'm going to trash you the whole program. I just want to tell you right up front. Lane's already gave you permission. I could do that. No, really, Michael's a great guy. Lane, let's talk about you. Okay? Because you've been at SellCord now for 7+ months.
So I've been there, just about 6.5 months. Okay. So I started in August. Right. And before that, I was with White Spider.
Which is another great company, or was a great company.
Yes, and loved being at White Spider. I was there for 8.5 years. Wow. And, obviously have a passion for that company and for Eric and JS and just all the people. Such a great company.
Right. Well, they're two great guys, Eric and JS. And in fact, I am doing a podcast with them tomorrow.
Oh, with JS?
Yeah, and
with Eric.
Yes.
Amazing. So, I love that.
So I can't wait to give them a hard time. But White Spider is a great company. Now it's sold a couple of times. And I'm so glad you have landed at another great company called SellCord.
Yes.
And it's a great company. So why don't you just give us a bit of history, and then we're going to get into the depth of how you get product into Walmart. Now, SellCord is expanding beyond Walmart, but we'll talk about that too. So, but most people are like, I want to get my product, and so we're going to get into that. So stay tuned to us. We're going to tell you. So talk about SellCord. Tell us about the company. Give us a little bit of history.
So who we are and what we do.
Yes,
so we are a Walmart exclusive agency partner. So we understand Amazon, we understand Target, we understand everything, but we just focus on Walmart. We're experts at Walmart.
Yeah.
And we started initially as just being experts on Marketplace. Mm-hmm. And what I love about that is the founders of SellCord, Michael, he's a seller himself. And so he figured out Amazon, and then he was like, I'm going to figure out Walmart. Right. So he knew all the levers to pull and became very successful in his own, as a seller, and then formed SellCord as a company in 2020, 2021. Mm-hmm. And it's so exciting because now we've expanded upon, working with people that maybe have one or two items and have just gotten their golden ticket.
Right.
And are like, we have no idea what to do next. We can help them figure out what to do next. And then we also work with major CPG companies that have been in Walmart for a long time and either need help growing and winning from an omnichannel perspective, or want to figure out how to do Marketplace as well.
I think that's such a need today. As you talked about the Walmart Marketplace, it was such a great start. And there's so many wonderful stories, and that I know personal people that have started, in the garage.
Yes.
Got a Marketplace. And now they're a larger facility, or they're one of these mini warehouse facilities and things that's around the country today. But it is exciting that the whole free enterprise system, that you've got this great idea, you got a great product, and now someday you get the golden ticket.
Oh, yes. And
I love that.
It's amazing. And I personally have never been to Open Call. I hope that I get to go this year because I've heard just The experience is just amazing, and just the energy and the passion. And we work with companies that literally have gotten that golden ticket, and they're literally coming to us and like, okay, I have no idea what to do now.
And they don't.
Right. And there's so much that you need to do.
Yes.
And that's what's so great about our company is we can help those brands that have just gotten that golden ticket, and we can help them be successful and learn how to navigate the world of Walmart and Walmart.com. We've also had, clients that started with just items on .com and were so successful. Then they were able to get distribution in stores, which was their ultimate goal. I mean, how fantastic is that?
Well, for our guests, I spent close to 30 years at Walmart, and I grew up there basically. And my first job out of school, and I had a wonderful career, and I got to work with Sam Walton and so many other great leaders in the company. And actually, I did a stint in merchandising at one time.
Okay.
It was part of the Fast Track program. You went to all these other, you spent time in all these other areas. And then if you were successful, you could choose where you like to do a deep dive.
Right.
And I chose operations, and somehow 10 years later, I ended up running the people division, human resource. But that's a long story. But anyway, the career was exciting.
Right.
And, and the company is still doing so well. They just released their earnings report for the year and the fourth quarter. And I'm so proud of what's taken place. We got to visit the new home office, a group of us recently.
I am so excited to see it. Awesome. Yes, it looks amazing. The pictures I've seen.
It is. So it was so wonderful. So now what we want to do is this. We want to guide you through sort of the services that SellCord has. And so lean in, because right now some of you say, you know what? I've got an item. I'm going to open call.
Yep.
Some of you doing that. So Lane is going to walk us through this process of the services that SellCord offers.
Yes.
Okay.
So
do that.
we have grown significantly just in the time that I've been here. So we have 150 plus employees, and so the process is we have people that are hands-on keyboard. Doing the work for you. So we're making sure that your title is optimized correctly, your description is optimized correctly, we've got the right keywords that we're using. We're making sure that when someone goes in and types your product in that search filter, that you're going to show up, so you're a part of that decision set. And we do both organic optimization as well as paid media optimization, especially for brands that are new to Walmart. So someone's just gotten that golden ticket. That's one thing that we want to make sure that we're utilizing media spend, because you've got to make yourself where you can be found in the search results in order to be purchased. And so our company, we understand exactly what levers need to be pulled, what you need to do. We can advise on pricing strategies. We can advise on variant strategies. Think if like you're a apparel company and you have, 14 different colors and, 10 different sizes, and understanding how to get everything set up so it's easy for the shopper to be able to purchase your product and make a decision on your product as well, because we're wanting to advise, what's on there. We also have a great understanding of how Walmart's algorithm works, because they are changing their algorithm constantly, and which is great.
Yeah, sure.
But a lot of people think, okay, I'm killing it on Amazon, and then think that they can replicate the exact same strategies on Amazon, and it doesn't work. And they don't understand. Like, I don't understand why this is not working on Walmart. And it's because Walmart's algorithm is different from Amazon. The way people are searching is different. There's different keywords. There's different things that are important. And so what's great is we are behind the scenes doing all the work for you, hands on keyboard. We're getting with you up front and we're saying, hey, Andy, what looks like success for you? Let's kind of put together define that success, what some, KPIs are. Let's do that in the beginning, and then let's monitor. Let's look back at that every single month to make sure that we're meeting those. And so that's where our team has just such a great understanding. And a lot of our team have been sellers. We have team members that worked at Walmart. And so, we all have different backgrounds, which is great because we bring a lot of different strengths to the table, which I think is super exciting. I mean, I learned so much as my experience at White Spider.
Right.
And then before that, I did shopper marketing for, Hershey's and Clorox and Tyson Foods. And so had a lot of great experience and thought that I pretty much kind of had figured it all out. But as Walmart continues to grow and test different things, like we're learning every day of new things that we can do and figure out, any kind of nuances that can help our clients win on Walmart, because ultimately that's what we're trying to do. It's when they're successful, we're successful.
Okay, that's great. And I want to come back because you did a great overview. That's excellent. Thank you. One of the things that DBB is focused on is really trying to simplify this whole thing called omnichannel. And we should talk about that for a moment, because this is the new world. When I began my career at Walmart, we were brick and mortar only.
Right.
Okay. Today, how you shop today is so exciting. I mean, it is stinking exciting. I'm just saying.
I love it. Retail therapy is my passion.
I love it, but it can be a bumpy road.
Absolutely.
And because there's a lot of potholes in this process.
Yes.
So just talk about omnichannel for a moment, and I know you spend a lot of time talking about that and doing it.
Absolutely.
So if you're fairly new. With a new item, because we're sort of talking new items right now, or new into the space, and we're gonna spend some time talking about, if you're existing, how to grow your business, right?
Yes.
So let's stay focused on the new person with a golden ticket, or that's in the marketplace now, or soon to be broader. Talk about omnichannel and just your thoughts on that.
So omnichannel to me is shoppers want to be able to shop any way they want, anytime they want, and anywhere they want. So like, for example, I'll just use my own personal shopping history. So like, I love Walmart delivery. I do Walmart delivery every Sunday and usually a couple other times in the week, just to get some, pantry staple items that I need, know.
Right.
It's so amazing just to have my groceries delivered to my door. That's convenient for me. But then there's sometimes I want to, let's say I want to make something special and I want to go in and I want to pick out my own produce and make sure I'm getting what I want, or I'm not sure what I want. And so I kind of want to look around. What we're doing is influencing how everyone is shopping right now. So whether I'm on my phone searching or let's say I'm buying a pair of shoes. Typically I'm a size 6.5. It is helpful for me to know, reading the ratings and reviews, if someone is saying, well, if, this shoe runs a little big, so you're going to want to size down half a size. That is helpful information to me. That helps make make the right purchase decision. So everything that we are doing from a omni-channel perspective is making sure that we're able to capture that shopper again, anywhere, anytime, and any way that they want.
Well, I think that's so critical, because what you want and what SellCord does is help you have, I'm going to call it a seamless, consistent customer experience across all channels. And and that's from the app, that's from the online, and that your product can be accessible there. You can be ordered for the convenience of the customer.
Yes.
And then part of omnichannel too is the delivery process that Walmart and other retailers do. And but one of the things I'd like to underline, you talked about your work in making sure that product is I'm going to call sourced correctly online with all the details.
Yes.
And all the algorithms, all of that. That is critical for the new seller, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If they aren't able to be found,
Right.
then it's not even a part of the consideration set.
Because there's millions of items online. And it's not like the brick and mortar where you go into a department and there's the selection of product. You're
Right.
looking at it. That is but you're able to simplify that process for that customer.
Absolutely. And we're constantly, another thing, we're constantly monitoring and auditing, because as Walmart makes changes in their algorithm, as they, that impacts things from a back end perspective that like the consumer can't see, but we can see.
Right.
And we can make sure that people are able to find your product, especially if you're new to Walmart.
Right.
You're building a customer base. The consumer may not even know that your item's on Walmart.
Right.
And so they're not normally going to search by a brand name per se.
Right.
And if they are, they're already a loyalist and you've already got them as a customer. You're trying to drive incremental sales, which is super important, and just being found. And so there's so many different levers that you can pull as a one-party supplier and as a third-party supplier. And we know how to we've learned all the tricks.
I think that's a real critical point. You just mentioned it about a third-party supplier. So SellCord has a whole range of services that Lane has talked about, and from accounting application to creativity optimization. You talked about that. You talked about the PPC, advertising management, your media creation, account management.
Yes. So we have I have a dedicated
the platform, the analysis, analytics.
Yes.
Platform. What
so
else?
we have our proprietary software, which is called Dashna by SellCord, and it's a self-serve ad platform. So if someone wanted to go and do their media themselves on Walmart, then they have the ability to do that. Obviously, we get it set up for them. We can advise. Then we also have clients that, oh gosh, I don't have time to do that. I have so much else on my plate. I hear a lot, especially new companies or smaller companies saying, it's just me doing everything. Like I need someone to come in and be an extension of my team. And that's what we do a really good job at.
Yeah.
And that's fun for us. And, I have a team of people, and that's, they're enterprise account managers, and that is their main job, is to be, they own, 6 to 7 different clients that they're working with, and own that business and understand everything about that business.
Good.
And making sure that, again, that client is showing up from a search perspective. And then what we're doing also is understanding where you're winning organically. Then we can have very good efficiencies of ad spend, because if you're winning organically, there's no reason to be paying for it.
Right.
And so there's just a lot of different things that we can do. And we're, again, a Walmart exclusive agency partner. With that, we're meeting with Walmart on a regular basis. We have JBP meetings with Walmart as well as a company. And it's super exciting because they also, believe in what we're doing, and they're like referring customers and clients to us as well, which that's probably one of the most exciting things when someone comes to me and they were like, oh my goodness, Walmart told us we have to talk to you. And I just love that. And that's so exciting.
Well, that's because Walmart trusts you.
Yes.
You and Michael and the team, and you all have built a great relationship there. And that's why Walmart recommends you. And so we talked about what I call the garage to the marketplace, right? And I love that. I love the opportunity that people have, and Walmart has opened up, and now even is the event we spoke about, this open call and the golden ticket. Now, if you have a product already online, and you also help grow business with a current product, I call, right?
Absolutely.
So talk us through that.
Yeah. So, think, any major CPG company, any major company that has brands in Walmart, will come to us and say, I'm not winning, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know how. I need to grow my business.
Right.
from an omnichannel perspective. So not only online, but I need to make sure like delivery, pickup, all the different shipping, all the different fulfillment channel methods are being met. And that's where we can go in and identify opportunities that we can help them grow. And a lot of times, there's very simple things that we can do to help them win in their categories, and not to give away like the secret sauce or anything like that, but it's easy for us to identify, oh, okay, this hasn't been done or this hasn't been done. And so then we can go in and do that. And then they already are going to start seeing their digital penetration go up, and it'll continue to go up year over year. We also have clients that are killing it on Walmart and have been both in store and online. Now they want to figure out the marketplace side of the business and have no idea where to start, have no idea what to do. That is the bread and butter of what we do. And we love working with companies like that. One that we've worked with for quite some time. And, they understood Walmart and brick and mortar and in-store, and we're just trying to figure out the .com side of the business and the marketplace side of the business, because it is very different. And there are some different things that you can do on marketplace that you can't do as a one P seller on Walmart. And so it's exciting to have clients like that too, and we can help them open other doors, because Walmart, they want as much assortment as possible. Right?
Yes, absolutely.
Right, because they want to give their shoppers as many items to choose from. And they want new items and innovation and new brands. And it's so exciting because we are getting to work with a lot of those companies and brands and really help them grow. And then brands that have been legacy brands for so long, and then help them now figure out, okay, how to successfully have a marketplace side of the business as well. So it's just really fascinating and so fun on all the different things that we can do. And, we're constantly learning, and, Walmart, is changing, and we're all learning. It's all moving very fast, and it's exciting. We're still a small company where like we can be nimble and innovative. And if we have a client that comes to us and says, "It would be really cool if I could have either this kind of reporting or this kind of information, like, is that possible?" And, oftentimes we're like, "That's a great question. I have no idea, but let's go and see if we can try and figure it out." And that's what we are also doing for some of our clients is, and, if one person is probably having that question, other people probably are too. And so I love that we're able, and that's how we're kind of bringing on some new additional services and new like analytics and reporting features is based on, clients to us coming of a question of like, "Did you do this? Can you figure this out? Can you help me?" And we're doing that. And that's really fun too.
Well, so you've built now, SellCord has built a company now that you're really working with the entire customer, I would say, the entire seller. So if you're new or existing, you can help them.
Absolutely.
Processing it. So let's just summarize, because this is so good, and you've done great, and I'm not having Michael on anymore. So anyway, sorry, Michael. But no, I'm kidding. So if we look at some of the strengths that you have, I mean, you really have, you really emphasize the data-driven strategies to optimize, to improve product visibility and sales.
Yes.
So you really do create, as you talk, the visibility of the product, which increases the sales of the product, and you manage all of those processes in between to help that seller.
Correct.
It's wonderful.
So we're behind the scenes. We're hands-on keyboard doing all the work.
Right.
And when our clients are successful, then we're successful.
Sure. And so you work with a variety of businesses.
Yes.
And now, not just for new, but I want to emphasize again, for existing.
Yes.
And that's the change.
It is.
Right?
It is. Yes.
Yeah,
we started just exclusively marketplace. We are still marketplace. We have so many customers that have, one or two items or are just getting on Walmart. Okay. And then we also have those clients that have been on Walmart for a long time. They just need help winning as more brands and more items and assortment is, coming onto Walmart and just making it more competitive.
Right. Well, when we began this process of doing Business in Bentonville podcast, we said we were really going to focus on the omnichannel experience, and we were going to try to demystify omnichannel. You're doing that at SellCord, because one of the strengths that I, in knowing the company and you and I talking, is that you help individuals navigate the complexities of Walmart platform, which is all this omnichannel process.
Yes.
And you help them navigate that.
We do.
And that is what we're trying to do at DBB, is help people to, where can they go to get clarity and navigate the complexities. Because all these channels that omnichannel represents today is complex.
It is.
But you help that.
We do. And, it's not easy to figure out. And like I said, a lot of people that are killing it on Amazon and come in and want to, they're like, oh, well, absolutely. We'll, figure out Walmart. Yeah. The recipe is not the same of what needs to be done from a strategy perspective. And that's where, we can help those individuals understand, and we can put together a strategy that's going to work for them.
Right. You've done a great job.
Thank
you. Done a great job of really simplifying this and how you get whatever channel you're in, if you're new or if you're existing. And then you talked about how well that you work with your clients.
Yes.
And ultimately you want them to increase sales.
Absolutely.
Why not? Yeah.
Absolutely.
And Walmart wants to too, by the way.
Exactly. And that's just a win-win for everybody. So, and that's what makes it so fun.
Okay. How does people get in touch with SellCord? How do you?
Well, you can obviously reach out to me. Okay. You can go to our website at sellcord.com. You can get to us from there.
How do they reach you?
So how do they reach me? So you can reach me through LinkedIn. You can reach me through my email, which is Lane at sellcord.co.
Okay.
And I'm also going to be at a bunch of trade shows here in the next few weeks. So I would love to meet you in person. So next week, I'm going to be at the Inspired Home Show in Chicago starting on Sunday. And then the latter part of next week, I'll be at Expo West in California. Super excited. I've never been to that show before. And then I'll be at Shop Talk in Las Vegas in the end of March.
Okay. All right, good. So you got out and about. You got her email. Go to LinkedIn, and she's giving you email. Plus, you got SellCord email. So that's awesome. So here's the thing. Get in touch with SellCord. Let them guide you through this process and help you win at Walmart, right?
Yes. Okay. And I would love to talk to you. So please reach out to me.
All right. You've done a great job, as I mentioned. What else? Anything else before we exit today?
I think we've hit the high notes.
I think you have. You're doing good.
And I'm excited.
Well, before our viewers leave us, I want to thank you so much. You can message me on LinkedIn. Feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn. Any thoughts, comments you have, don't hesitate. A.B. Wilson at LinkedIn. And one thing I want to thank you, all of our viewers and listeners. You have helped us reach a new area, a platform at Doing Business in Bentonville. We now have over 2,000 views a day. That's sort of hard.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then the second thing is that we're in 90 countries now, viewed in 90 countries.
Oh, wow.
I know. It blows my mind.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
And I appreciate the team that Doing Business in Bentonville. They do such a great job. And you, all our viewers and listeners, thank you.
Well, and I just want to say thank you so much. I just appreciate you having me as a guest, and it's always so fun to come and talk with you about Walmart.
Okay, I want you to come back.
I definitely want to come back. Thank you.
And get out here and grow the business, and then you get back in here soon, okay?
I love it. I look forward to it.
Okay.
Maybe I'll have Michael with me next time.
Oh, well, whatever. Okay, thank you. Yeah, we'll just get Michael back in here. Absolutely. Okay, thank you, everyone. Have a good day. Thanks
Thank
again,
you.
Lane.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you, Andy. Appreciate it.
Okay, thank you, everyone.